What up, fish people? Kenny E and the lovely Danny E here for another Sunday night of shenanigans. Hope everybody's doing well. We are in the midst of a heat wave here in Portland right now. It is a balmy 106 degrees here at the moment. Um, our cold water tanks, the coldest tank in the house right now is sitting at 76. So I'm not really digging that. But we're just kind of roll with it. So if you hear occasional fans or something, that's because me and Danny both got fans blowing in all the cooling off areas. If you know what I'm saying. So.
What? We're not even a minute in. Don't start.
What? I was talking about we were cooling off.
I know.
What's up, Eugene? Good to see you. He was first in tonight. Dick's Signs. Good to see you, Miss Juanita. Sage, Miss Cave of Wonders. Hello. Hola, Stephen White, all the way from the great Spain. Good to see you. Long family show. Always good to see you. The Miss Collaborativity of Curiosities, Miss Adele. Good to see you, my dear.
It's
Stephen
collaboration.
P, welcome. Functional Smileys. Good afternoon. Benjamin Peters. Good to see you. Oh, so anyway, if one of us starts to nod off or any of that,
We're not going to nod off.
my Norwegian blood starts to boil at 72, and here it is, 805, and in the house, I checked before the stream, we are at 89 degrees in the house right now.
So that was a disaster, talking about Norwegian.
Hello, buddy Viper. Hey, I get the Adele right. It's so much easier to say COC. There you go. That's my new name for you. COC.
She said she enjoys you trying, or she enjoys hearing you try to say her name.
I thought I was hearing the voice twice. It's because I got the YouTube on over here.
Window Liquor number 5 said, "What's up, Danican? Feeling hot, hot, hot."
What's up, Liquor?
Isn't that the truth? I mean, so hot right now. Oh. Yeah. Then I was trying to give Kenny a birthday surprise. and I bought tickets to this event because he's Norwegian. He's proud of it, and he would like to have some lutefisk and things I won't cook or don't cook, and lefse and meatballs and all this other stuff. And well, there was hardly any food vendors. There was no lutefisk.
So what drove us out is we stopped at a vendor and they charged me $8. I kid you not, the beer was this big. And then there was a guy in line that I guess he was Mr. Keeping in charge of who was in line and whatnot. He tried to give me a hard time. I said, sorry. He goes, yeah, whatever. I'm thinking to my wife, I said, oh my God, we're going to have to get out of here. I can't deal with these kind of people. I'm going to end up choking one of them, or worse yet, beat the hell out of one of them.
Adele said, oh no, it was a lutefail.
A lutefail, yes. Night Owl Aquatics. Haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you.
Oh, that is
there was
so
Scotty
funny.
the fish freak.
I need to go shut the door because I'm hearing.
Shut the door.
Shut up.
Fanowski, Paul McCarthy. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Garcia, hello.
There we go. Oh, goodness. So, yes, it was a lutefail. And so we left really fast. And in the park, there was no parking at the actual event. We had to park down a neighborhood street. And
Gangster parked at that. I mean, we were all
it was a
half in their
gangster.
lawn, half. I mean, it was bad park job. We had no choice.
Oh, it was gangster parking. Yes, yes, it was.
Hello, Marty. Fish Dreams, good to see you. Passing Wing, hello.
So yes, we tried that. But Ken was so sweet. I was so disappointed, and he said to me, "You know, you tried to do something different, something that I would like. You know, I appreciate the effort."
And she did show restraint. She kept me from buying a Norwegian battle axe.
It was gorgeous. Had a
I wanted it.
beautiful handle and scroll work on the blade. I mean, it was the bomb. And looked like it was super sharp too.
I get a boom! Somebody breaks into our house.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. As he did with the bat, where he bonked himself in the head. He grabs his bat because he thought somebody's hand was on his face, and he whacks himself with the bat. Yep, home security. Do you really think I'd let him have a battle axe next to the bed?
Yeah, with the battle axe.
I know it.
Oh, Pastor Wynn says, I dated a girl from Europe whose mother was a Norwegian battle axe. I'm going to leave that one alone. There's Pastor Wynn.
And COC says, come back to the car and it's sitting on blocks missing tires. Oh, yes.
Home security, she says.
I know, right? Oh, no, not again.
The battle axe was not a bad deal. I could have got my battle axe for $125.
It was gorgeous.
Okay, it's quite enough.
Yeah, it was 125, Eugene.
GNC
And
so cool.
they had drinking horns there, like real drinking horns. They were kind of cool. He goes, I wonder how much they charge me to fill this up.
Well, I even said to the guy when I was up paying for him, like, Jesus, do you have man-sized drinks? Or we're supposed to be these Norwegian bad boys and we're getting 4-ounce cups? What's up? What's going on, Dennis Christensen? Good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, goodness, that made me laugh.
And I was excited today. Got all the plecos downstairs done. That was awesome. And
While it was still cool enough.
Finally able to get a full-length video on the L134 leopard frogs, which those have been very elusive to me to be able to get a good video on them. So that would pump me up. I actually had some that were completely out of the caves and showing off their great color, so that was awesome. And they've been feisty of late. I would not be surprised if I don't have leopard frogs soon.
You'll need to really keep an eye on if they're in the caves on sitting on eggs, because you'll have to pull it. They'll eat their babies. Oh, COC says they had the medieval festival on here this weekend. Lots of Vikings and drinking horns. I bet the medieval festival would actually have had more stuff for us to see.
I think my wife wanted to see me battle with someone.
No, that had not crossed my mind.
What's going on, George?
And an ER visit for sure. Oh, and so many LARPers around. That's awesome. Forgot about the LARPers. Oh. Too fun. Seriously, too fun. Oh, GNC Aquatic says, no ER visit. Kenny would have whooped some butt. Have they been listening to our stream very long?
What's going on, Nathan?
Not that he couldn't. He doesn't fight fair.
Oh,
I've
there's
seen him
Aunt
fight.
Donna. Good to see Aunt Donna.
Passing Wind says, okay, ground rules before the axe battle. Opponents must confirm that they've had their lisinopril. Oh my goodness.
We did find more and more babies. We found more 236 RV line. Those guys were a lot more than I thought were in there.
Window liquor, that's so funny. Just put a sign saying we are fish keepers and have lots of tanks. We will use you as fish food if you break in.
Well, you know, the goofy thing is, I wonder what a person would think. If you're just an average Joe thief, you break in a downstairs thing and you go to get in the building at night, and as you're trying to get in the building, your hand sinks all the way up to your shoulder in water because it's 135, and an Oscar bites your nose as you're doing it. What if that would alter their thinking? Should I continue to go in?
Well, I mean, the most dangerous things around here is and it's really not good for having little kids around us. I have lots of razor blades around, scraping tanks. What? Let's see. Danny, don't lie. You know they had rotten fish in jars. Oh, that's true. And just told Ken they were out because you didn't want that nasty food in your house.
This is the only sword I have in my belonging at the moment.
I would have made him eat it before we came home.
It's the only sword I have.
And it's not Viking. Ken, put the sword away before you hurt yourself, please. Please.
You
Ken.
have honor.
Ken! Put it away. Oh no. You're just cruising to get yourself in the hospital, aren't you? Do you miss those people? Is that your problem?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, no, put it up. Put it
Joe
up.
says, Jesus, put it down.
You said it reminds me of Sword Tales name.
Discount circumstance. You're gonna be my first customer there, Pastor Wynn?
Okay, don't even go there. We do not need to go down that road. Scotty the Fish Freak. The scenery at the hospital was one of the few pros to having a heart attack. Oh my God. That's awful. That's just awful, awful, awful. Oh my gosh.
Dale's giving us the big eyeballs.
On a skull.
Oh. Now, Danny and I did get new glasses. Thank God, just in time.
My eyesight actually got better.
And they found out I have sun-induced cataract. What is it? Cataract.
Cataracts.
So my eyes are starting to fail me now.
So yeah.
Which sucks as a fish keeper, to be honest. I had a suspicion because I've been seeing dots in my eyes.
I think more even is going on, but the cataracts make it cloudier. Eugene
Now
says,
that's a
"Remember,
nod. Yes.
that's a knife." Oh no, that's a terrible joke. I am not repeating that.
Yeah. Yes, you did, man.
Oh my gosh, I have never heard that, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Scotty says,
Too
don't forget
much.
the Carterac fluid checked. Oh my
I just figure
goodness.
it's part of getting old. I don't let it bother me. It is what it is, man.
Yep. So they're going to be keeping an eye on that for Ken because I signed us up to go have eye exams. His glasses got wrecked. My glasses I have only one pair left that kind of work. And at the prescription's right. It's just that they don't want to stay on my face. They're like made for somebody with a head like this big. I don't know what's wrong with these glasses. So anyway, I made us this appointment, and then we ended up getting polarized sunglasses prescription for both of us for being on the boat. And I was able to get all these discounts, and they were having sales, and it was great. So it didn't cost us an arm and a leg to do that. So that was a pleasant surprise. Ooh,
Well,
passing
good luck
wind.
with that passing wind. I keep trying to keep Danny from doing the CO2.
He'll only be able to keep me from doing it for
Don't want
so
to see my
long.
fish sitting there going, "Ah," yes,
Well, let me
peeing on
put
the
shrimp
boat.
in
What the
there
hell is
and then
George talking about?
peeing on the boat.
Well, I guess George will never be allowed on my boat.
Oh, beings. Sorry. He says. He thought I said peeing on the boat instead of being on the boat. Yeah, that's about what me and Ken got. It ended up costing us just under $100 a pair for the glasses. So that was awesome. It was really a good deal. Because I remember one year we went in one of Ken's pairs of glasses because he had the transitions and stuff like that was like 400 and something dollars. That about killed us.
I think the last time we went, Danny forgot to give him our insurance.
Yeah. I don't
Kind of a
know.
messed up thing to forget, but it
Yeah.
happens. But
Hyperbolic
yeah, I'm very
oxygen
curious. Why are
therapy.
you saving all these little baggies?
I was going to use them for different colored corkies and stuff.
Oh my god.
That way you can separate them out the colors instead of just having them in a big old jumble. But I don't need them now because I bought those trays and I used the sandwich baggies instead. Or snack baggies, I should say. Yeah, Ken loved his transition like this. It was so
That's the only
sad.
thing that sucks. I don't know why I even bought sunglasses because these turn dark.
Well, and he didn't even break any of his glasses. They were broken by other people both times. So Stephen White says she might be going to sell duckweed in grams. Hopefully someday I won't have any duckweed to sell. George, Ken needs his hearing checked too sometimes. Oh my God. Danny the duckweed dealer. Woo! Pull me over. What have you got in these bags?
It's illegal if you dry it.
It's illegal if you dry it. Yeah, that would be really something. Sorry, officer. So, what does the hyperbolic oxygen therapy do? Does it help with the cataracts? I'm curious. George says Shelby and Grant are having a baby. Well, congratulations to them. I hadn't heard that yet. Only Oscar says, enjoyed the members only today.
I'm so sorry, Jude. That by members only because something screwed up the first stream when I first got in. It wasn't acting right, so I went out and came back in. Well, in my haste to coming back in, I forgot to make it a members only stream.
What happened?
I came in and started streaming the second time and forgot to make it members.
Oh, yeah.
And I
But how
wanted
many
to
people
kick
showed up?
everybody out and come back a third time, so I just went with it.
Says it reduces inflammation. Huh.
Yep. The members only stream was an open stream this morning, Jude.
Whips World says, so quiet. Well, you weren't here 2 seconds ago. We were laughing about Ken's swordplay and his demonstration of his sword.
I heard from Shanna about a month ago. She seems to be okay.
Passing Wind said, personally, I believe autocorrect is an information disruptor.
What's going on, Whip? Good to see you, sir.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello.
My sword's still right here. Don't forget it.
Don't know. Put it away. Are you holding that on your lap? Can you move it to the floor, please? On second hand, you might trip over it. How about we just go put it back?
I will do as I please, woman.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Please. I know. It's not good.
Oh, that heat is. I'm starting to feel that heat.
What do you mean? What happened?
It's hot.
And GNC says, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, Kenny.
That's
Kenny?
right. What's going on, Kim? Good to see you, sister. Kim made it to the morning stream.
Really?
Kim was there.
Aw. I miss Kim. In fact,
We
I
would have
told
loved to have invited you on the boat this weekend, Kim, but didn't quite feel the boat.
Yeah, it was too hot. Way too hot.
And I didn't see the four of us water skiing, so there you go.
Kim, could you just see that? I would love to see Ken water ski.
I might shock
Seriously,
you.
that would be so funny.
I'm more athletic than you give me credit for. I
so dare you to do it. We'll need to get somebody with a fast boat, though. Love you too, Kim. I know. I would totally pay to see that. Oh. Kim says you did get in the water the last time.
Kim, it's becoming a habit. I had to do it last weekend too.
Yeah. So we were out with our friends on Timothy Lake, and Ken couldn't get the motor started. And everybody had to bail out of the boat to try to keep us from smashing into the shore with all the logs and rocks and everything. Oh my gosh. Dick signs I could never hang on long enough to drag my big butt out of the water. You know, that happened to me when I was learning, and I finally got up, and then I was like, oh, this is on. So I was able to do it for quite some time, but boy, that is rough on your legs, especially if you don't have a muscle tone.
I was up, I slipped, ski fell off, my foot got hooked by the ski rope, and I got dragged underneath like this for a long time before the I'm not going to say what's really on my mind, but that's why I never got into water skiing after that.
Oh my God.
Back then it was legal to go out and take all your children out water skiing and then get drunk as a skunk, and who cares if you half drowned the eldest. Ever since then, I stayed on the dock and fished.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Winter Liquor said somebody was talking about sharks eating people. I said it would be a great white donut for I would be a great white donut for a shark. LOL.
Well, hello, Miss Holly.
Oh my gosh, Passamwin, you are so right. He says slipping while water skiing is like having a high pressure enema. Holly Gibbs says, I'm short, skis are long. Oh. But COC asking, but did you die?
Tim, I would agree, and you don't wear a Speedo surfing. I'm telling you from experience.
Why?
Because when you fall off in the surf, off comes the Speedo. Bam, gone. And you ever try to find a Speedo underwater while the current's going? Ain't a fun time.
Oh my God. Everybody's got these.
We don't
Kimberly says never. Kim says never wear a two-piece swimsuit while being pulled in an inner tube by a boat.
Oh no! Now Adele's making weird faces again.
Whips World, it looks like someone's dropped the ball, not bought me a membership yet this month.
What's going on, Silver Creek? Good to see you. Yep, I think Danny and I are going to vanish to the bedroom. We're going to feed all these fish, get the lights off, and head for an ice cold bedroom the rest of the evening.
Oh, we went to Menchie's the other day. Friday night special. And there was these two ladies standing in front of us, and I'm like, and they weren't going. They were waiting for everybody to be done with every ice cream machine on there. And so I just grabbed my bowl and I walked right around them and went to the one that I wanted and started dispensing it, right? And they were mean mugging us. We got mean mugged at Menchie's.
There was Miss Shiva enjoying her Menchie's.
Yeah. So I always get enough that when I'm done eating the top part of it, I always give her the bottom part of it. And she loves her Menchie's.
She is just a tad bit spoiled, this one. Why are you out here? You could be in the bedroom where it's cold. Huh?
Menchie's is a good place to learn density and volume. Well, you don't have to worry about that though when you go on Friday nights, because Friday nights after 7:30, you can put as much in the bowl as you want and have up to 3 toppings, all for $7.
In my bowl, I'm telling you, they look at me because I got
Because it's like he's got it like
I got a bowl size coming out the top of it. Gets a little tricky though. That's why I go in up in sections. I put the caramel, then I put more ice cream. Then I got to make kind of a trench around so that way the caramel goes down and back into the bowl. If not, I've learned through experience. If you overlap the ice cream, then it ends up in your lap, the caramel. So you got to make sure you make yourself a trench for the caramel.
And then he tops everything with, what were they, cheesecake bites or brownie bites?
Oh, and cottage cheese, or not cottage cheese, cheesecake.
Yeah.
Cheesecake, and then I get little Reese's, these little chocolate little scrumptious with peanut butter in the middle, and I put that around the edges. And then I got my caramel, and then I got my little cheese sprinkles, and then I usually try to top it off again with whipped cream and another glass of chocolate and a cherry.
Collaboration of Curiosity says it's like stacking Jenga pieces, like the Chinese buffet. Oh, it's so funny. But yes, we were mean mugged at the Menchie's. Because apparently we were.
I laughed at him on my way out.
Because we were done
they were
way
so
before.
slow. I mean, they finally figured out we can't sit here and expect to have every flavor to our liking empty. So they figured out that you got to stand in each individual line. So anyway, Danny and I are paying for ours. They're still not through the condiments line, like 10 people deep, because they were so meticulous and happened to be just so with their ice cream. So I laughed at them and walked out.
Well, and Ken's taller than most people, so if there's a kid in front of him, he just reaches over the top of the kid and gets what he wants.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah, there's no shame in my game, man.
So it doesn't pay to be short when Kenny and Danny come through the Menchie's line. Oh. Oh, that was fun times. See what else happened this week. Well, we told them about the boating incident last weekend, and then it was just really hot. It's just been hot here. So we haven't really ventured outside of the house much, only to go places that we know there's air conditioning.
Let me get the current temp check in Milwaukee.
Should be about 100.
We are currently, oh my goodness, 99.
99 degrees.
So it actually went down a few degrees.
Well, what's really exciting is Ken was running around testing the tanks this morning and realized that our cold water tanks are all sitting at 75 degrees.
76.
Okay, 76. He's like, is this going to hurt him? And I'm like, not if it's just going to be a few days. But it's only supposed to be in the 90s.
Flipping the water and making sure we're putting it in cool.
Yeah. Passing wind said you were stepping on leprechauns. That's so funny. Yeah, I think it said it's supposed to be. Pull it up here.
You know what I was sitting here thinking, Danielle, could you imagine that? And I was doing that little knife trick with the girl's boyfriend that time. if I had had this bad boy then, what the damage it would have done?
I don't know. Maybe you would have been a little more careful.
Probably not.
Probably not. It was not good. It was not good. What?
Yeah, Whip, that thought does cross my mind. So I tried never to eat buffet style because of all the coughing, sneezing, people, grimy fingers, sneezing, coughing.
It's true. It's true.
I stopped going to buffets the day I saw the kid take the hard-boiled egg, put the whole thing in his mouth, and figured out he didn't like it, and stuck it back on the hard-boiled eggs. And this unseeming lady comes in right behind him and takes the hard-boiled egg, not knowing any wiser. Yeah, that's why I don't eat buffets anymore. So Sage says down in Eugene they are currently at 102.
Ooh. Seal says, what are all the top temps at the moment? I heard someone saying 120 degrees.
I know my son's going to be 110 this week at his place.
Yeah. And it was 110 early in the week.
Stop.
But it was 110 in Folsom, California this week, early in the week, before we were supposed to get our temperatures. So I have no idea how hot it actually got. That's just too much. Yeah, this heat, and it's affecting all the fish tanks, and we need to see how hot the garage tanks got.
Oh man,
Uh,
that little nasty little jag just came up and smacked my poor little Decorus a good one.
Ooh. Death Valley broke a record, 128 degrees.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
I could not even imagine. Good to see you, Regina.
Oh, Whip's World. It's only 73 degrees here, and I'm loving it.
And Rick's in my old hometown, Rockford area.
Steven says it's hot like this every year, and we just keep forgetting. Oof. Stephen White says, spent 20 years in Phoenix, Arizona. Temps of 110 to 120 all summer. Yeah, I used to live in Las Vegas. Oh, I remember that heat. Hi, Regina. Collaboration of Curiosity says top of 64 here today. How are you getting such cold temperatures?
He's in Australia. They're starting to go into winter.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Dennis says, I guess I ain't complaining. It's 84 at 9:38 p.m. One thing about Oregon, though, it really does, I would say 99% of the time during the night, really cool down to get
like
everything
tonight's
nice and cool.
66.
Right. So it really cools down
It just
here
depends if
at
the
night.
winds are blowing from eastern or western Oregon. If it's
Yeah.
blowing from the coast, then it's almost always a nice cool breeze. It starts coming in from the east, then we get hotter breezes.
Yeah. Because it's coming over the desert part of Oregon. Because Oregon's very separated in its climates. We have the coastal, we have the Willamette Valley, which everybody calls the valley, and then we have the mountains, and then we have the desert.
Yeah, we are one of the only states in America that has every ecosystem that's available in the continental United States in our state.
Yep. Stephen P says we go from boiling to braising here.
Yeah, I can't deal with that high humidity stuff, man. If there's one thing that keeps me in the Pacific Northwest, it will be the weather.
Yeah. And hopefully someday a paid for house. We're getting closer, Kenny. Yeah, I wonder how many years
So,
we do have left.
you guys didn't hear last week, Danny and I have committed to Fishtoberfest this year. Danny, unfortunately, has another commitment. She most likely won't be there with me, so that's going to suck because I'll be at the table by myself. But you are going to be out west for Fishtoberfest this year. Daniken will be there with the table. Stop by and say hello. Don't be shy.
Bunny Viper, you're so sweet.
What'd you say?
I said Bunny Viper's very sweet. She left a nice little note to June.
Oh, yes. June says she wants to try leopard frog. I told her they're not quite ready yet, June.
Yeah, we need him to actually.
Like a little hard like you and I do.
Whips World says, buy me a ticket and I'll come sit with you. And George says,
I think
that's
Danny
cool.
will she'll help me. She knows she has to.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm not going to be on vacation. We moved our vacation to earlier in the year. Oh, that
Yeah,
would be
pretty much when I get back from mine, you'll be leaving again, probably.
Yeah, very soon, like almost the next week. So we got no break really between trips. No, not party at the Daniken table. Oh, at the Daniken table. Yes, you can have a party at the Daniken table.
Danny and I still got too much to get done before we would open Daniken house parties again. We got so much stuff in disarray right now from all the moving and
no
losing
time.
garage space and
yeah, no time. I mean, our schedules are pretty full.
we're hoping that that's going to change soon and
Yeah, I hope so.
be able to get my fish business going a little better as well.
Oh no. Regina says, unfortunately, we have a massive fire in our area close to my shop. I moved my birds, but haven't evacuated the 3 tanks. I don't think that I will have to.
Well, prayers your way, Gina, that you don't.
Yeah.
There's no sicker feeling when you're in that situation.
I remember when the fires were here. This was about 4 years ago, I'd say ish. Anyway, we were under evacuation warning. Next level was evacuate, and we had fires burning everywhere. Can you imagine? What are you supposed to do with all your fish tanks?
But let me tell the story how it really went down. Everywhere. Possible we're going to have to evacuate. What's Danny do? Takes off into my truck with the daughter to go camping.
We had left that morning, and that's when the fire alerts went up. In fact, Heather's boyfriend had to be evacuated. He actually had to evacuate his house with the dogs. They don't have any fish tanks, and so they took the the dogs, and he went to a friend's house further south out of the fire area. And so she was worrying about all that, worrying about the dogs. And we're like, it's okay. Ricky's got it. Because I had her and their other roommate in the truck with me. So we all three go camping together every year. Oh. Nathan Hovey says, Danny, I'm surprised you aren't offering a ticket just to babysit Kenny and make sure he doesn't play with anything that can kill, LOL. I have to trust him every once in a while.
Fire Marshal Bill to the rescue.
Eugene says, think I'd rather take a couple of days of heat rather than the hurricane. True. The hurricanes, that's why I don't live where there are hurricanes. We never have hurricanes here. We don't have a lot of things. We don't really, I think we've had 2 tornadoes and they were like F1. They were not big tornadoes. Holly Gibbs says, only mid 80s here.
I would take that, Holly. That's about my maximum range. 75 to 80, that's like the perfect range for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Little to no humidity and, no mosquitoes preferably. That would be the bomb. Yeah.
No mosquitoes.
That's the only problem in those hotter nights with Midwest is those darn mosquitoes, man. They will literally pick you up and take off with you. What's up, Luke Wayne? Sorry we didn't hit your event, bro. Danny and I had way too much going on, my man. But we do plan for next year for sure. We're going to make a point to go next year.
Well, we had something that was going on this year.
Yeah, it was our granddaughter's birthday.
Yeah, I knew we had
Jeremy's camping trip.
That's true. Which we'd already committed to like in January, February, something like that. See, I don't know if I'd rather the cold than the heat because like what I do is I put on my cooling shirts and I go get it all wet and then I stay cool for hours. So I love these shirts. These are like the best investment ever. And I like this brand. It's called Kufin. I like this brand too. So Luke says he's going to make his way up here if he can swing it.
Just let us know, Luke.
Yeah. 3G, there's some eyeballs. Cooling shirt? I need that. They sell them on Amazon.
I think I'm going to actually stay at home for Fishtoberfest because I want to be able to come home after Saturday night, restock for Sunday.
But yeah, they come down with the things on the hands like this. And they've got a little hood if you want to keep your head cool. So it won't really go up because of my ears. My hair's
well, if it's wet, you probably don't want to put it. We don't want to see a Danny shocking here on.
My ears shine through.
Yeah, I'm about ready to start seeing bolts of lightning going through your head.
I have had a headset shock me. It shot a stream of electricity that I could see from the microphone on my mouth into my mouth. And I just took the headsets and flung them across the room. It was the scariest thing I ever had. I couldn't believe it. I've been sitting there at work and that happened and I was work.
And Fish Dreams is asking what brand, Danny?
What brand? Oh, Kufin. Here, stand up. We can see it. Coofin. There you go. Coofin. So that's my favorite brand. Huh?
Pooping?
Coofin. Koofin. What is it reading backwards on the camera? Huh?
I'm looking at this thing Nathan just posted. Something about some cool hat that you can wet down and stays cool for up to 2 hours.
I don't think mine would stay wet for 2 hours. It's got too many vents in it. But yes, Regina, thank you. She actually typed it in there. Coofin.
Regina's getting mad. She's saying, Coofin! I got it, Regina. Well, you can tell I haven't been in a lot of streams. Something about Miss Holly just moved or something, I see. Well, hopefully that's going well, Holly.
Yeah.
What's up, 3G?
But how can you say you haven't been in many streams? You're always in a stream. He's always going and visiting. Even if he doesn't say anything, he lurks a lot.
That's because I'm not supposed to be on it if I'm at work. So I usually just turn it on, flip it upside down until my customer gets there.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, he's always just hanging around in different streams. And like today, he was in several. Sometimes he piped up and sometimes he didn't.
Well, it's hard to pipe up if your hands are wet with duckweed covered hands. And
yeah, and then when we're sitting there watching TV, a lot of times he'll have his earplug in, the earphone in, and he'll be listening to a stream and watching TV at the same time. I've had him binge watching a new series with me on Netflix called Bridgerton. So he loves the kind of old Englandy type movies, Pride and Prejudice and things like that. Well, this is a series that's more like a soap opera. I don't think it's based in any kind of reality. But
I'm just saying how it is. It's polite porn is what it is.
it is not.
That's exactly what it is.
No, it was not. Stop saying that. But it's a good series.
All of a sudden, this series just went from 0 to about 2 million people want to check it out.
It was a good series. It's got lots of drama.
Say no, run away, run away.
COC says Bridgerton is cool. There's another in the same sort of era that's pretty cool too. What's the name of it?
Okay, Red Series a Coofin shirt. It's a man's perspective. Right there you have it.
You apparently read romance books. It gets way more graphic in books.
Carol Cox, or Carol, I hope you know I am showing restraint right now.
Only Oscars. I ordered a Coofin
I could
shirt.
go so many directions with her last comment, but I'm being a good boy. I'm going to keep this street clean, baby.
Yes, but the Coofin shirts, not only do they help keep you cool, they also protect you from sunburns. Which is
That's why I had to get the sunglasses, because we found out I'm now officially old and I had sun-induced cataracts.
Stephen P says, I can confirm I don't read romance books or other books.
I always home in on whatever part she's trying to get to, and then I'll act the part out to her. Oh, dearest one, please. I can't go any further because we're on a stream, but it's the equivalent of watching your socks dry.
No, there's way more action. The one that
I was
makes
going to
the
say,
socks
Whip,
dry.
you're not watching the right parts, home slice. That's all I can say.
Well, I was watching this other series called Godless. Oh my gosh, it is the slowest series I've ever seen. But they said it was up for like 12 nominations and several Emmys or something. It was basically a mini series. I think it's 7 episodes, but it's like, can we just move on to the next?
Oh my goodness, Regina says, what are books? Like a Bible?
Is Gunpowder any good? I saw that Kit Harington was in that, and I kind of wanted to watch it just because he was in it, but I didn't know if it was be any good or worth my time.
And I think I saw. Yep. George is on it tonight. He's already got a seam strut. What is going on, George? Trying to get all kinds of organized. What is up? We could actually send him to George tonight.
Oh, good. GNC Aquatics says officially old. George says, yes, I'm going next. See, now I don't find Bridgerton slow. Too much is going on. Thank you, Peplin Creek, for the $1.99.
I get a sea peplin and Roxanne in less than 30 days. All right, guys, I dropped George's link there.
And I love your heart, Peplin. Thank you so much for the super sticker.
And to celebrate the new truck, we'll go hashtag GMC.
Ken's 11, his new truck.
Never thought I'd say it.
All those years he gave everybody such a hard time. We have to throw away our t-shirts to say I would rather push a Ford than drive a Chevy.
What's going on, Alex? Good to see you, buddy.
He says hello and goodbye.
Uh-oh. 3G says, got mechanic coming. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing that one of his friends is a diesel mechanic. Not that he's got bad knees these days too. So, not that he'll be of any use.
Well, guys, head on over to George, show him some love, say hello. Want to thank all my moderators for keeping us safe tonight. Want to thank all of the lurkers and replay crew. And, of course, all the super chatters and the members. We greatly appreciate you guys who help keep our fish fed. And, of course, all you crazy folk that are here right now hanging out with us all the way to the end. We greatly appreciate all of you. Anyway, guys, have a great night. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And as always, love your fish. See you next time.